Alright, so I suck at bowling, if you didn't already read the title. So here's a game that I did just to kind of look at how bad things are, I guess. So this shot actually, okay, so it wasn't bad, right? So it's a strike. I hit the pocket. It was a little light. Didn't really like it very much. I tried to keep it a little bit more in this shot, right? And then it ended up just being way more out. So I don't know if I overthought it or changed something. So I leave the pin. So easy spare. But then I miss right. So, obviously that's pretty concerning. So whatever, shake it off, next shot, try to hit my line. I do a better job hitting my line, but I kind of, I didn't keep balance, and I think that let the ball kind of drift out a little bit. So, obviously I kind of hit the pocket, but still leave a pin. And look at that, I missed right again, right? And it's just barely. Both times I just barely missed right. And I'm starting to get upset about that, but, next shot, not too bad, but it just doesn't really hook as much as I wanted to. Still a little bit light, but that was one of my better shots. And I'm like, okay, don't miss right. And then I gutter, right? So I didn't think about any of my principles. I just overthought it, threw it in the left gutter. So here we go, another shot. And I just, I just start freaking out. And so I take a second, I took a second to breathe and I figured it out. And, then I miss right again. So it's like when I think too much, I just throw a terrible shot. Like here, I overthought it again, threw a terrible shot. And when I don't think enough, then I also throw a terrible shot, but it's a different kind of terrible shot. So just trying to figure it out. There we go. I finally hit my target, and because of it, I converted the first and probably only spare of the game. Another pocket, but it was really light. The ball speed was really low, so it deflected, didn't hit the 5. This spare is tricky, but I missed it way to the right still, so I was pretty upset about that. So here we go. Here's the next shot. Right, I just dropped the ball. I just dropped it, and it goes in the gutter. So at this point, I'm like, whatever, just keep it on the lane at this point. Like I was just having a terrible game. It stayed on the lane, lost my balance a little bit, you can see there, and it still missed way right at target. I just can't control the ball today. And look at that. My elbow bent, and I think is just what's happening, right? So I realized at that point my elbow bent. So I'm trying to just not bend my elbow. So that was terrible, 9 pins. Missed left again. It was by like a centimeter, but still, a missed spare is a missed spare. So there's the 5, so I owe y'all a beer. Threw it to the right again, and I couldn't figure it out. So at this point, I'm just kind of cutting my losses and just like, all right, whatever. And then again, I missed left by a centimeter, like barely at all. So there's 107, a terrible game, and please critique me.